Welcome to UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And your other host, Justin.
So this week, I decided to use another coffee from Cream, the coffee box company I am ordering through. This one is Zambia Kadashi. Tasting notes are bright, caramelized sugar, apple cider, toasted walnut.
Now, as far as smelling it,
It smelled amazing.
It smelled great. But how's the taste?
Oh, I fucking hate it.
I took a sip of it and I was like, ah!
I made a whole pot of this. A whole pot of this is sitting downstairs.
A pot of what?
Zambia Kadashi.
Ew. Like,
I
I can smell it. I can still smell it. It's very fragrant.
Yes.
Like, it smells good. It smells great. But when you take that sip, it's very bitter. And it's not the kind of coffee bitter. It's like a strange, like, fruit citrus bitter.
Yeah, I don't know what they did to it, but
It
it ain't my cup of coffee.
It ain't your cup of coffee. It ain't your cup of tea.
Nope.
No.
Um,
And as for me, I didn't have a tea lined up, so I just poured a Mountain Dew holiday blend.
because we talk about all the different flavors of Mountain Dews when they come out.
Yeah, and
Because we're fucking nerds.
we are huge fucking nerds. And I was like, I need a little bit of caffeine, and the only one we have that's down there that is caffeinated is a black tea, and I don't really feel like black tea right now. So I poured out a Mountain Dew in it. It's not bad. It tastes like a lesser Code Red. You can taste a little bit of the cranberry, not so much of the pomegranate.
So it's cranberry pomegranate, and I don't taste either one.
I taste a little bit of the cranberry, very little bit of the cranberry, just because I've had so much cranberry juice in my life that I instinctually know that flavor. But pomegranate, no. I love pomegranate, but I don't taste it here.
It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't scream holidays to me, though.
Yeah, I don't deck the halls with this.
Mm-mm.
If anything, I would deck the halls more with like Whiteout.
I don't remember what whiteout tastes like anymore.
Whiteout was like this really nice, calming, like a calm citrus.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Mm.
I know I had it. I just don't remember it anymore.
Yeah, it's sold through Amazon in like 24 packs.
Okay.
I recommend that. We got a lot of things to talk about, but first, movies from last week.
So we did the original Black Christmas, the 76?
I want to say 77. Oh, why don't I give you 8?
I think it's 76.
77?
77? All right. Nope, that's not right.
That is not right.
So it's probably 76. Just look up. 74. Damn, we were both wrong.
Yeah, okay. 74. I will admit, this had its moments.
You say it like you're like, this was a shit thing according to everyone, but I gave it a chance, and I'll admit they were wrong. But everyone loves this movie, so I don't know why you're taking that tone with it.
Well, like, 70s.
70 on Rotten Tomatoes for a horror movie is really good.
Yeah, and you said it was the opening for slashers. So
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's a little bit better than that, as far as just because it was the tropes before the tropes. That's what I'm meaning. Like it's set up for everything.
Yeah.
Like the phone calls that
It's coming from inside the house.
It's coming from inside, and we even looked it up during the movie.
Yeah,
This was the original. It came from inside the house.
This beats When a Stranger Calls by a couple of years.
And so I was like, this was the tropes, all of it, and it's built very great. There's a few things that are just like.
What'd you think of the phone calls? What'd you think of the phone calls? And how weird they were?
The weird.
All the noises. Yeah.
Why I are. Yeah. I liked them. They were great. They set up for a very estranged character.
Who, spoilers, gets away with it.
Who got away with it?
Yeah. So,
I liked it.
We're going to watch the first remake tonight, the 2004?
I'll just bring it up on this one. Hold on.
Yeah, if you just take that off.
Toot.
2006. Damn, I'm like way off tonight.
All right. So
Maybe that's why I was thinking 76.
So this is basically the same movie, but uprisen.
Yeah, this one...
I'm not going to spoil myself on that.
This one decided to give a motive to the killings.
Okay.
That's pretty much the only difference.
And then there's one for 2019.
Which is going to be way different. I've watched the trailers. It is completely different. It still happens to sororities on campus. The big change is it looks like it's not really happening necessarily just in their house. It looks like it's happening across all campus.
Oh, okay.
As well as it looks like it's an evil cult rather than just like a single killer.
Ooh.
And Carrie Ellis is in it.
That's my favorite word.
Cult.
I love cult.
Carrie Ellis is in it as well. first Saw. He's the one that has to saw his foot off.
Okay.
Yeah. Or what I prefer to know him from, The Princess Bride.
Yeah, I knew it from Princess Bride.
Or Robin Hood Men in Tights. Or Men.
Men in tights. Yay!
Yeah, so he's in it. He's an actor I really love.
He's very versatile. I will say that.
Has a reoccurring role in Psych. He shows up in like 3 or 4 episodes of Psych. I think he even showed up in the movie. And whenever it was, they would like hint about it ahead of time that the next, because I followed that show as it was airing. Yeah. Whenever they had hint that the upcoming week's episode would have Elvis, I got stupid excited.
He's that good?
Oh, he's fucking great.
Okay.
He plays this like international fucking art thief. And he's very like skilled and everything, but he kind of almost befriends Sean and Gus. So after the first episode of them busting him, future episodes is them helping him because they're friends with him. Not steal shit, but like helping him with his problems and stuff like that.
He's a problematic person that's like, I steal stuff, but I have my problems too.
Yeah, or like at one point they're like driving down the road and he just kind of pops up in their back of their seat of their car. Reminder, he's supposed to be in prison at the time.
So he's like, hey guys, where are we going?
Kind of, yeah. They're like, what the? How? It's amazing. He's so fun.
What was the other movie we watched?
The other movie we watched was, I'm spacing it.
Me too.
Scrooge. Oh no, Scrooge was.
That was the week
P2.
before.
We watched P2.
That's it. Now that I liked.
You like that one?
I liked it a lot. The only downside I had with it was a few of the MO seemed very strange because this put you in the mentality of someone who is very, very alone and confused, especially during a holiday, and then you have a character that not necessarily blows him off, just wants to go home.
Yeah.
You know, she works late, and then when she finally gets out of the area, she runs into
I think it kind of touches on some of the mental things, though, because it's almost like he's like, we've established this connection because you come through my parking garage every day. Yeah. And it's like, but you guys don't have a connection. He just sees a connection that isn't there.
And he's like, "Oh, you really like me? You wanna hang out for Christmas?" She's like, "No." "Oh, you do. You do."
Yeah.
And it gets more and more dark, and light spoilers: the dog dies, and I was like, "Oh."
This one has to be logged into. Does the dog die?
Yeah. But overall, the scenes, the pops, were actually super nice. When the cop was doing their rounds while she was locked in the trunk, and her having to haul her ass to try and get there, and then all of a sudden the gate goes down and he comes out with Rocky.
Yeah.
And he just lets the dog go.
That whole thing was pretty good.
I was like, oh, that's a good scene. All of P2, I would actually give this one a high one. It's a very well-paced story that you get a feeling for it. You get a good feeling.
Even though he's drugged out of his mind in this, he delivered the role really well.
Was he?
Oh, yeah. He straight up said, he admitted, because this was like the height of his drug use. He's clean now, but he admitted that at the time, he only took the role to have more money to buy more drugs.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that part. Yeah. I spaced on it. But
so before you switch the page to where you'll be able to see the ratings, what do you give it?
I give it a stern 9. Okay. It was very entertaining. The spots were nice. The scenes that covered over.
5.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
We did look at
33% Rotten and 37% on Metacritic.
That's low.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I give it such a high rating of a 9, and this is probably my highest rating to now-ish, that isn't, of course, video game related, is because it had very generalized pacing. Sure, a few things were a little inane, and a few scenes were like, but someone could yell and they would hear that, that kind of thing. So I was like, a few here's and there's, but aside from that, very well pacing. The gentleman, Wes Bentley, Bentley. He delivered his role well, even though he was high out of his mind.
Bentley's a pretty good actor.
He's a pretty good actor.
He's in the first Hunger Games.
Yeah.
The thing that I know him from, and I'm sorry, I always make fun of him for this. The first thing that I would know him from is American Beauty. He's the boy next door.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's like, you want to see the most beautiful thing ever, and it's the fucking video of the plastic bag blowing around in the wind. I will say, Ghost Rider came out at the same time as this. He was not all that good in Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the other hand of being so involved in drugs, because I didn't care for him in Ghost Rider all that much.
I would like to see him around more. Like, he's no homo, but he's an attractive individual.
Yeah, he did. He's had some big ones though. He did Interstellar
and the last Mission Impossible.
I didn't even realize he was in that. I haven't seen that one yet.
But I mean, yeah, he's been doing business, so I'm okay with it.
It looks like he's got a TV show going right now. It looks like he's in Yellowstone.
And then he did Final Girl, which looks dark and sinister, and I'm like, from 2014, 2015. So
hopefully his career keeps going up.
Oh, that's a good scene right there.
Yeah, that poster for Final Girl.
Yeah.
So that one right there, Final Girls, is one I want to see. So basically, it's people that get sucked into a horror movie and they try to use their knowledge of horror movies to get out of it. They try to survive and stuff like that.
So it's like a parody.
Yeah, kind of.
Parody build.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet. It's got the girl from American Horror Story, the one that played the daughter in the first season. She's been in all the seasons.
Okay.
So, but they're two different movies. It's just their poster came up during the Final Girl thing.
That looks terrible. That looks very terrible.
Sometimes I wonder who they hire to do some of these posters. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do any better, but I know I wouldn't be able to do any better, so I won't do it.
I think this is a fake, maybe, but this looks fine.
Yeah, it looks better.
That looks a little bit better with the three dudes in the red dress that she's wearing. That looks good. I wouldn't mind wanting to see this one later on. I wonder. Wait, what did this get as far as ratings?
4.7.
Oh, it's another one.
Yeah. I've never heard of it, so.
Yeah. Drama mystery, but it says it's a horror movie.
That's the thing. Horror is a term that's kind of been used to blanket things.
Murder.
It kind of blankets thriller and drama and psychological. And
psychological kind of turns about. It could be psychological thriller, psychological horror, psychological mystery. Yeah. Like, there's so much that can be with the word psychological.
So the other one for tonight is Krampus, which is done by the same guy that did Trick or Treat. Oh, Sam.
Yeah.
This is not done in that same style though.
Oh no, this looks like a rip and tear.
We're gonna have you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. That photo right there is not from that movie.
Okay. Oh, 8 different Krampus horror.
And neither is that one on the right.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So these ones mostly.
For
the vast majority.
Not that one there, and not that one there.
Oh.
So number 1, yes. Number 3, yes. Number 4, yes.
Okay, I'll take a look at that. Oh, that looks.
Oh, sorry. Number 5, yes. Not number 4.
Oh, so this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the ending, I'm not going to tell you anything about the ending. With the way it actually ends right before roll credits, after you see it, I'm going to ask you what you think it means. Because apparently a lot of people were confused, but what I thought it means, the director has come out and confirmed because he released a comic book, just like he did for Trick or Treat.
Okay. So we'll let it lie until the very end. Okay. And then we'll talk about it next week. So go watch the Krampus movie so you guys can follow this light conversation. Speaking of Krampus, I'm just gonna go on a light left hand. Yesterday I did D&D with the crew. Mm-hmm. I'm a DM, and we did Krampus Steals Christmas. Mm-hmm. Something that I homebrewed. Took a lot of sleep away from me.
Did it turn out his heart was just 3 sizes too small?
He almost killed 2 of the people. So
his shoes were on too tight.
Shoes were on too tight, and he threw one of them in the bag, almost suffocating him.
His head wasn't screwed on quite right.
His head was turned sideways.
I think I'm out of Grinchy things.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Oh God, what did he? You got mites in your teeth?
Termites.
Termites in your teeth.
In your smile.
In your smile. That's it. Yeah. But it went well. I might actually want to try and not publicize, but write down the guidelines on how to get your characters, your PCs out there. I might work it actually through like the DM's Guild. The DM's Guild is a great utility. Sure, some things you'll pay for, but they have a great source of free material that you can use for your own games. So just throwing that out there.
Garlic in a soul.
Huh?
Garlic in a soul.
Oh. Quincy's going to be doing this thing where he's going to be doing coffee-related...
you weren't supposed to tell them.
I'm going to tell them. I'm going to ruin it for you because you're ruining it for me.
Fine.
I don't like puns. It is the lowest form of comedy.
It is the best form.
It
of
is
comedy.
the lowest form of comedy. Both you and Socks believe it is this high tier, highbrow.
You're telling me that puns are lower than prop comics?
Carrot Top does both, so no.
Haven't you met Carrot Top?
I did meet Carrot Top, and I just last week I met Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
It was through business, so I didn't get a chance to really talk to him. But
Mergers, business, mergers,
mergers, doctor.
Doctor.
Whoa, doctor.
So yeah, you met Guy Fieri, and he was pretty nice.
Yeah. He asked for, hey, do you have this product? I helped him out with that product. And he was like, okay, yeah, I got, have a good night. Yeah, because he is nearby where I work. One of his restaurants is.
Yeah,
that's all.
Plus, he's also in town because his kid graduated college, stuff like that. So
good work.
Hey, they probably did the graduation not too far from you, also.
Oh yeah, probably Thomas and Mac.
Yeah.
So, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to hear this, but still, congratulations.
But so back to Krampus.
Back to Krampus.
It's Krampus.
I'm excited for this movie.
What
I like Krampus as both the lore and as far as an actual creation.
I guess it'd be Der Krampus. Is it Der Krampus or Krampus?
Krampus.
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 Speaking of Krampus, gonna give a little shout out to a fellow podcast. This spooky show. This coming week, they will be airing their Christmas episode, and I can promise you, Krampus is involved.
Woo! I will definitely. I'm listening very steadily to them. I'm catching up. I'm on 7 right now.
Spoilers for this upcoming episode. They basically kind of compare a bunch of different Christmas creatures and have them, in a sense, duke it out, then decide who the winners would be.
Okay, I actually like that. That actually sounds like a really good idea. Yeah. But yeah, I'm super keen, super excited. I will definitely keep up with that spooky show. It's just I've had a lot of other things to listen to too.
Yeah.
I caught up. Oh, pardon me. I caught up on Pretending to Be People.
I'm so far behind.
Nothing against you boys. I think I'm gonna pull away for a little bit. It's not my cup of tea anymore. It went from this wild, zany, what's in the shed to we know what's in the shed. We're gonna have to acknowledge what's in the shed, but we're not going to do it just yet. And that kind of bums me out. At least that's how I feel.
Have you ever read John Dies at the End? I think it's John.
Oh my god.
I think it's John.
I got it right up here. There, I brought it up for you.
Okay, the movie's absolutely horrible, and it cuts an entire section out and then adds its own ending almost.
Okay.
And the movie is fucking shit. But the book, it's written by one of the top writers for Cracked.
Okay.
And originally it started out as like a web thing, and then became he ended up just making it into the book. It has a sequel. I haven't finished the sequel. The sequel's not quite what the first one is. The sequel is this book is full of spiders. Seriously, don't open it.
Okay.
But yeah, John Dies at the end. It starts out with the guy explaining a time when he was cleaning up after having to chop the head off of a fucking Nazi or something like that, and then there was this big slug thing in his fucking living room or his kitchen. Yeah, and the shed made me think of it because he stores weird shit in the shed that he comes across in his life.
I mean, I'll think about it.
Go back to the top. See if it has the section I'm talking about.
What section?
Just go back to the top.
I'm going.
First page. Because this is one of those like preview things. The Look Inside by Kindle. Keep going down. Let's see. Yeah, that whole section there. He's talking about the.
Well, I'm not gonna read it now. I'm gonna start from the beginning. But
yeah, that's the whole section where he's talking about like looking at the weapon he had to kill the guy with and shit.
Interesting. Okay.
The audiobook's pretty good too.
I'm okay with it. I mean, I gotta read more books. Right now I'm still going through the Eberron D&D book, and they put little snippets of newspaper articles. Mm-hmm. So I'm reading those.
Yeah, you showed me when we were looking at it on here.
And I was like, I'm trying to build up my world a little bit stronger than what it is. And I'm like, whoever writes these Dungeons and Dragons books, they big galaxy brain, while me, small pea brain.
Yeah.
I need to expand more, man. Like, holy shit, they know how to write.
He came out with a third one. What the hell did I just read? A novel of cosmic horror.
Cool. Wait, when did this one come out? Let's find out. Oop. September 4th, 2018.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Cool.
Granted, I haven't finished the sequel, so.
Yeah. Audiobook is free if you have Audible, so be aware of that.
That's a lie.
It's a lie?
Yeah, free with Audible trial is what it's saying. So when you sign up for Audible for the very first time, you can get a free book.
And this could be your free book.
Don't do what I did and forget to claim it because apparently it is limited.
Oh.
You have a certain amount of time to claim that free book. I have an Audible account. I love Audible. I buy plenty of shit on Audible. I have a monthly membership. But yeah, I missed my free book.
Okay.
Continuing on.
Sorry
for the very loud package trucks going by. It's Christmas time.
It is heavily on the Christmas time. We went over to Best Buy earlier.
Yes.
Picked up a couple things for the computer we're using. Yes. We wanted to keep ourselves, up top, tip-top shape. And it was kind of busy. A little bit busy. Not as busy as last year when...
Well, we went on Black Friday.
Black Friday. Oh, that's right. We did. But even still, that was disastrously busy. So I just want to talk about the advertisements now.
Yeah.
Get them over with. Humble Bundle. The code in the description of wherever you're watching / listening to this. There is one that's going on that I don't get any support from or otherwise. It just all goes to charity. There is not pieces go to someone. It all goes to charity. And only 73,000 has been sold. Last year, I feel like they did a little bit better. And then the year before that is the one that I truly love because there was so much cool stuff in that one. But this one is $30, and it comes with, just off the top, it comes with Bastion, one of my favorite games. I still have the soundtrack on my my YouTube Music. Dreadlands, another really good one. Chivalry's all right. I'd still, it's fine, whatever. Guilty Gear XRD Rev 2. If you don't like fighting games, then this isn't for you. If you love fighting games, get it. I don't even know why you don't even have it already. Games, and it's $30.
Pac-Man. Wait, go back up. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. I actually rather enjoy that.
Well, there you go.
It takes a really new concept on Pac-Man, and it's a lot of fun, including the better you do, the faster you are. Granted, so is faster the ghosts are, but it gets to the point where he's just zipping through that fucking map so goddamn quick. You gotta fucking be on it.
Okay. Skinner Sombra is a nice little walk around, figure it out kind of game that uses codex dots because everything is pitch black. So the only thing you have are these glasses that can see these little tiny dots. And it's like heat sensors, sort of, where everything is like color coded depending on distance. Deadlight is a nice little story-based platformer, if you will.
I think I have that on my Xbox and I just haven't played it. I think.
Now, the downside of this, sure, they don't give you Dead by Daylight, but they give you the discount for it, and then they give you 3 DLCs for it.
I mean, 60% off also, and it's not that inexpensive of a game.
No. And I think on top of that, you get the sale price that's up there, I think. Hold on, I'm going to check for you right now, so that way we're not running around in circles.
I like circles.
Okay, so it's 20 minus the 60%. That comes to about 6 weeks. So about maybe $8.
Something like that, yeah.
A little under $8. So if you have the Humble Bundle Monthly, you save a little bit more.
Another $4 off.
Another $4 off. So
I don't know if they stack, but if they do, you're talking getting a pretty fun game for $4.
Yeah.
Plus DLCs for it for free.
I already have Dead by Daylight, and paying $30 for the 3 DLCs. I heard Spark of Madness was actually so good. A Flesh and Mud I never heard about, and Curtain Call I believe just came out.
I've played a map on Curtain Call. I haven't actually played Curtain Call itself. I just fell into a map doing a random session. The map's pretty decent.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought Dead by Daylight when it first came out, I was like, this seems just like a survival, go and do this while the one main bad guy is going to be your, overpowered kind of thing. I was like, actually, survivors actually have a chance.
Yeah. And
I was like, okay, cool. And then I started watching more gameplay, and I even played it myself, and I was like, okay, I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy on this.
So I had seen the Friday the 13th game that was coming out, and I got hyped about it. I was trying to get some of my friends into it. Sadly, they didn't bite on like I did, and I ended up actually being the only person to buy the game. At the same time, advertisements for Dead by Daylight were coming out, but at that time it was PC only.
Mm-hmm.
Because originally that's how it launched. And so I was like, well, I mean, if they bring it to console, I'll check it out. And they did bring it to console, and I gave it a shot, and I like it a lot. And I think I like the Friday the 13th one more purely because I have the story of the movies to connect to it. But at the same time, I have to say, there's much more of a dynamic to Dead by Daylight. It plays a lot better, I think, than Friday the 13th. I'm just kind of biased with liking Friday the 13th because of what it is. So,
Do you see this?
it's called Rogue Rockets, and it's basically asteroids.
It's basically asteroids.
Just you're collecting shit instead of just blowing up shit.
Yeah, you gain little tiny power-ups that, either make you go faster, shoot harder, shoot faster, and all that nonsense. And even the rocks kind of let out these little tiny spurts of fart, and they move in random directions at times. And
the ship was even a triangle. It's fucking asteroids.
It's asteroids. But that's a part of the many, many games that are a part of it. And the last update for this, the last quote-unquote gift, what do they call it? Advent calendar, is going to be in 15 hours from the time of this cast being recorded. And there are there's something for everyone in this. I guarantee it. And 100% goes to charity. Even if you break this apart and go, I either have it or don't want it. Like, if I were to buy it, I'd give away my copy of Bastion because I already own it on 3 different things because this is a good game.
Now, right underneath Bastion, it says 14,253 keys remaining. Does that mean for Bastion or for the whole thing?
For Bastion.
Okay, so Bastion is limited.
And then same thing for Guilty Gear XRD. Only has 4,200 more left.
Okay.
And I would recommend, if you are a fighting game aficionado and you want a very fast-paced, very detailed
I don't want that
fighter.
at all.
It is probably the prettiest fighting game I have ever seen in my entire life. It is all hand-drawn, but it's a 2.5D aspect, and it's just so fucking crisp.
Dude,
and the music
suck. I don't want that at all.
You're right. That and the Guilty Gear soundtrack, all the way from the original Guilty Gear to Guilty Gear 2, Guilty Gear Isuka, all of the Guilty Gear games have an amazing sound. Arxis does music in fighting games correctly.
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
Go.
Is there a One Punch Man video game?
Yes, there is, and you don't play as Saitama.
Damn it.
Yeah. You have to play as all the side characters while Saitama is running over.
Damn.
Yeah. So you have to basically hold off.
I thought for sure there was going to be finally a game I could play.
Oh,
yeah. What else we got that's limited on here? Anything else?
No, I think that is it. Everything else, I think, has just it is there. They gave enough keys, which I never really understood on the limit.
Wait, go back down. I saw something orange.
I think that was the free to play.
Further down. Oh, yeah, free to play. Yeah, it's the free to play. Okay.
And then this
demo.
Scourgebringer demo. I'm like, just give us a freaking thing. Okay. It's a nice looking platformer, but I recommend a vast majority of this. And as I said, $30 to charity, a charity that I support. It is the Yogscast set.
Sorry, it's supporting
a lot.
Yeah. I was going to say the International Animal Rescue was the main one I saw.
Yeah, International Animal Rescue, the Call of Duty Endowment, Special Effect, one of my favorites, the Mental Health Foundation, Stand Up Cancer War Child, the Grand Appeal, which is a British one, and Whale and Dolphin Conservation.
And Access Sport.
Let me see what Access Sport. Access Sport is the UK-based one. I was like, I never heard of that one. But they support all of them. I believe you get to choose which charity you want.
I think so. I've done some of these group ones in the past. I think you get to choose how much of what you're spending goes to each charity.
Yeah. So, $30 to a charity, and go ahead and use my link.
Go back down. It shows how much people are doing. I'm kind of curious. Wow.
Yeah. The Yogscast is currently doing a continuation cast through this entire holiday. They switch off. They play random games and all that. They open up gifts from viewers and all that. They have an office that they do this in, and I'm like, I kind of want that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then they have a schedule of who's playing what at what time. They had Simon and Lewis jump back into Minecraft after ages away from Minecraft. They brought Sips in to do, I think, another Technocraft. I don't remember what the name of that pack was, but they brought Sips in to do his buildy things. They played a couple random games. They were doing craft building. They were doing figure painting. Just they were being huge nerds, and it was a nice. How do you put this? Advent calendar of things that they were doing.
Gotcha. I need to get an advent calendar. I don't have one anymore.
But aside from that, there's a lot of bundles regularly. But if you do the humble choice that I talked about last week...
what's the management one? I see it's got Mars, which is an okay game.
Top right.
Here?
Yeah. City Skylines I saw, too.
Prison Architect, I own it. City in Motion, I don't know anything about. Cities in Motion, I don't know anything about. Skylines, I have, and I don't have the DLCs, but Surviving Mars, I have.
Surviving Mars.
Okay.
So $18 for Surviving Mars Deluxe Edition.
Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, $18 for the Deluxe Edition is pretty good because that's like a $60 thing normally, I think. 50 or 60.
$247 worth of stuff collectively. So about.
The problem is I already own most of those games, so I would only want the DLCs. But I mean,
for $18 to charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And $10 off or 10% off of.
10% off your first month of Humble Choice. The only downside is you do this, you can't correlate it with my whatchamacallit. But that's fine if you want that 10% off. Also, I'm not going to be against it. It's just give me money.
It's because it's Paradox Interactive mostly that's doing that sale. That's why.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then of course Humble Choice, you get a choice of games.
Yeah, we covered that last
Shadow Tomb Raider and
last week, I do believe. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's really changed.
Yeah, in the next month, the first Tuesday of the month, it'll switch. And then, of course, you got the Humble Trove, where I already talked about all the DRM-free games that you can just play. Speaking of DRM, Steam is having their Steam sale.
Bum, bum, bum.
And there goes your wallet.
Remember that Goofy meme? No, Dad, no. It's Goofy time.
It's Goofy time.
Yeah, my favorite one is when they made It's Steam time. And no, Steam, no.
No, my wallet.
Or sale time, I mean.
Yeah, I have supported Steam for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I like Steam. I mean, I like parts of Steam, I should say.
Yeah. When I'm going down my Steam library and it says in library and I'm like, did I really buy this?
To be fair, I mean, some of those things were gifted.
Yeah, you're right.
I used to gift you shit on Steam.
Yeah, I know. And then I was like, but when did I get this? And then I look and it says 2016. I'm like, did I really?
The main reason I stopped gifting you stuff on Steam is you weren't updating your wish list. And I started thinking, I'm pretty sure I'm buying shit he forgot even existed. I'm getting the finger point. He's chugging some Mountain Dew.
Yep. Gamer fuel. Okay, chugging it, I can taste a little bit of the pomegranate.
I don't want to have to chug it to do that, though.
You're right. It's not bad, though.
Single player mining simulator Gold Rush. Interesting. All right, yeah.
Work hard, dig deep, explore the world.
So this Steam sale is pretty intense.
It is.
Evil Within 2 is $10. Dark Souls 3 is on sale.
Dark Souls 3 it was 75% off. Fallout 4 is 70% off, but from a $30 price tag, that brings it down to $9.
Yeah.
Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, a game I'm super interested in, is $25. I might, if I get this sale's going on for quite a while, so next Thursday I'll be getting paid. I'm definitely going to be buying this.
Yeah. XCOM 2 is $14.99.
And I believe it comes with the new expansion, War of the Chosen.
Yeah.
War of the Chosen.
Go ahead and click through this. Let's see what some of these featured ones are. So you got the Resident Evil franchise. You can get everything, and I mean everything in the Resident Evil franchise.
I think the vast majority. I think the only thing it doesn't come with is
obviously the new shit.
Well, no, it comes with the new shit.
I mean like the game that's not out yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 6, Revelations 1, all the DLC for Revelations 1, Revelations 2, all chapters, Resident Evil 4, all the costumes for Resident Evil. Oh my god, there's so much stuff for Revelations 2. Resident Evil 5, the first chapter of that, and Resident Evil 5, Untold Stories. Huh.
Okay, so this isn't everything like we thought it was.
This isn't everything.
Then how can you call this the franchise collection?
Well, the collector's pack.
Oh, collector's pack. I thought it was the franchise collection. All right, I take back what I said. It's a really big pack for $42.
The only game I would say to take out and replace with the new Resident Evil, or like the RE7 and RE2 remake, get rid of Resident Evil 6 and replace it with those other two.
Because you're bitter about 6.
It's not fun.
I never played it.
It looks.
The last thing I played was Raccoon City.
And
then I didn't touch anything until 7 and 2, the remake of 2.
Yeah, okay. It's just gunplay was fine. It reminded me of 4, and I was like, good.
Well, see, I don't like 4's gunplay too much.
4 is the new Benefacto in my opinion. And then they kind of were like, we're gonna just try and throw all these stories together, and then it just started making no sense. Like, it's a fun game. It's a great co-op game, but don't go in wanting to experience horror.
I want to play 5. I never got to play 5.
5 I liked. 5 I liked a lot. If we both happen to download it somewhere down the line.
They pulled it off of Game Pass. Yeah, they took it off Game Pass.
We missed our chance. Do you hate us video game gods?
Oh, they do have the other stuff, though. So if you get this pack, they do have other packs covering the rest of the stuff. Like, they have a pack with Resident Evil
4, 5, 6.
4, 5. Yeah.
This is the other one.
Yeah,
this
4,
is the
5,
one we were
6.
just at.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So,
okay.
6 complete. The collector's pack, and then Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, which is just 4, 5, and 6. No DLC. $15. That's not too bad. And the DLC's, 50 cents each.
Yeah. All right, so back to those collections. I didn't mean to get us sucked into this.
Yeah, it's fine. We're already sucked in. Ha ha ha. Big suck.
Then they've got a Final Fantasy franchise. That's where I was seeing. Well, no, because look, it says Resident Evil franchise, so it made me think it was the whole franchise. That was my confusion.
Okay.
Resident Evil franchise. They've got 15. The Widow's Edition for $17.49. What is that?
World of Final Fantasy for
$12.49.
Yeah, and then let's take a quick peek. Final Fantasy Type 0 for 15. Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns or Final Fantasy 13 2, each $10. I don't like 13 personally, but there was a couple of people.
Is there any holes in your collection of Final Fantasy that you would want to take advantage of this sale and fill?
I already did last year with Final Fantasy 10 2.
Oh, okay.
That was the only one. I mean,
I wonder, with it being Final Fantasy, I doubt it, but with it being Final Fantasy, do you think Kingdom Hearts is on sale?
On Steam?
Yeah.
It's not
available on Steam?
A console.
I didn't know they only did console.
Yeah, they only did console. And then
Saints Row franchise.
Not a bad sale overall. No, Agents of Mayhem.
Well, that's the one with the extra stuff. Just regular Agents of Mayhem is $5.99.
That's not bad. All right, let's see what else we have.
Which has also been pulled off Game Pass.
The Tom Clancy sale, $7.99 just for base game Siege. $19 and some change. It's not showing me the whole thing because it's small, but that is going for I would assume all of the year 1 stuff. And it seems like it's also other Rainbow Six games. Hang on a sec. Hey, Rainbow Six Vegas 1, Vegas 2, Lockdown, which is one of my favorite original ones. Rainbow Six 3 Gold, another pretty okay one. And then you get Siege. But you don't get any
bucks.
For $20. I find that to be fair.
Yeah.
I find that to be fair. I like Vegas 2 and I
liked
Lockdown.
Vegas. I didn't play Vegas 2. I have it. I haven't played it. And I did not play Lockdown or 3. And then I played a little bit of Siege.
Yeah, Siege is fine. Siege, if it gave you maybe a couple extra operators when you start, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. But the fact that I know who you would start off with, I'm just like, give them something, guys. Yeah. Your game is slowly becoming free to play without being free to play.
Dragon Ball franchise is on sale. The Don't Starve franchise is on sale, which is pretty good.
Yeah, and this is just page 2. Page 3, Sniper Ghost Warrior.
No, I bought the original to that. I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I'm a big fan of Sniper Elite, but the Sniper Ghost Warrior games,
it doesn't feel the same.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Worms franchise is on sale. WMD is actually pretty fun.
Yeah. $7.49.
Tropical franchise is on sale. I'm a big Tropical fan.
So $7. Would you pay $7 for Tropical 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boop. I don't know this one. I'm gonna skip that one. Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain for $12, Rising for $7.50. I find that fair. You get 2 really great games. Sure, they're contrasts, One's a frickin' action slasher, the other one's a espionage open world stealth game. For under $20 for both. Okay, you got me. The Elder Scrolls franchise, you get a breakdown of that. Let's go quickly through the rest. Far Cry gets their numbers. Total War gets their numbers. Life is Strange gets their numbers. Call of Doggy gets their numbers.
Call of Duty.
Call of Doggy. Batman gets theirs.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to see if Batman VR is on sale on the PlayStation. Because I still don't have that because I refuse to pay more than $10.
But if it's $10, you'll pay it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. The Shadow Warrior is on Sale for half off. The Endless set, which I do like Endless Legend. I have it on mine. I thought I wasn't going to like it because it's Risk-esque. And I'm like, if I want to play Risk, I'll ask a couple friends to play Risk and make them mad. But this actually isn't bad. I liked Endless Legend.
I can never find enough people for Risk.
Oh, no. I'm an asshole when it comes to Risk. Quincy, I consider you a really great friend. Do not play Risk against me.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to play Monopoly?
I don't mind Monopoly.
I love Monopoly.
I can fuck with Monopoly.
I can't get people to play Monopoly with me either.
Because it's RNG. It's basically RNG. If you land on it, it's because the dice rolled it. Yeah. But with Risk, I can just hold my little corner until I have enough resource to say, I take this, this, and this. And you're like, wait, what? This. And you're like, wait. This. No! And then I'm wind up take over your entire area. Tomb Raider is on a pretty good sale for the very first one. $3.
Well, how about that Tomb Raider collection right there? Click
For
on that.
40?
Yeah, it is. Holy crap, it is. I wasn't sure. So it is Tomb Raider. It is Tomb Raider DLC for 20 a year. Cold Darkness.
You want to go through all that?
Yeah, real quick.
Well, I was just going to go through the main games.
Oh, if you want to go through the main games, it's got all the DLCs for the most part, it seems.
Yeah. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider Game of the Year, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider 8 Underworld, Tomb Raider 7 Legend, Tomb Raider 6 Angel of Darkness, Tomb Raider 5 Chronicles, Tomb Raider 4 The Last Revelation, Tomb Raider 3 Adventure of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider 2 and 1, as well as the not-so-great ones such as Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris and Guardian of Light.
And then Lara Croft Go as well.
Oh, yeah.
I play Hitman Go. It's actually kind of fun.
I heard it's like a weird tactical thing, yeah?
Yeah, it's almost like it's a board game where you have to make your moves at the right times, otherwise people move into you and you're taken out. And that's all it really is. So all of that, which is estimated to be a $228 value, I think, $288 value, is down to 39. No,
well, 40.
288. Oh, sorry, you're saying it's down to 40. I thought you were arguing it was 240. I'm like, no, it's 288. Yeah, 288 down to 39.59.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Granted, I own the vast majority of that already, so including the DLCs.
Naruto gets their numbers. I don't know why they put Jump Force with Naruto strictly, but I'm okay with that, I guess, considering he was one of the original Shonen Jump comics. I'll allow it. Lego, nothing showing up for Lego, but I'll assume all the Batman Legos and all that is up there.
I mean, the advertisement is Lego DC villains. So.
Max Payne. Yeah,
that's pretty good sale.
That's pretty good sale for Max Payne stuff.
The first one is $3, $3.49. The second is $3.49, and the third is $6.99.
So if you want to play pretty good 1 and 2, but if you want to play an angry American in where is it, Brazil?
I think so.
Yeah, if you
it's
want to
play Brazil or it's Mexico.
Yeah, it's somewhere in South America, but he gets angry and tries America. Fuck yeah.
Oh no, see, I was quoting David Bowie.
Oh,
and Mick Jagger.
Star Wars franchise. So Jedi Fallen Order is 17% off, so $10 off.
That's pretty good. Everyone's saying it's really good. I'm hearing nothing but good reviews.
I watched one of the Rusty Rupees. Shout out to them real quick. I watched one of them play it, and he was handling himself pretty well for it being a Dark Souls clone. And I'm going to call it that because it comes off a little bit like it. You get charges every time you meditate to heal yourself, and yada yada yada. You click the collection.
Yeah, the complete collection. So it's the original Battlefront, Republic Commando, Starfighter, KOTOR,
Dark Forces. I remember this.
The different Jedi Knights, the Lego games, Force Awakens.
Awakens.
Oh, sorry, Unleashed Awakens is the movie. My bad.
That's okay.
Empire at War, a bunch of like the TIE Fighter, X-Wing games.
Oh my god.
Rebellions.
The old N64 game.
Yeah.
I didn't know they updated that.
So it's pretty much everything except the new game for, I think, $80.
Yeah, 82.
Yep, 82 knocked down from 292.
That's fine.
Yeah. But we could talk about the sale
All
all
day.
fucking day long.
Last one I'll mention is the BioShock, though.
Yeah, the BioShock franchise is also on sale. Pretty good. I own the whole franchise, otherwise I'd be interested in that. So next we have all kinds of gaming news again, because they kind of hit us with some hard shit at the awards.
Yeah, the VGAs. We were doing last episode as it was starting up.
Yes.
So as soon as we finished up, I checked my phone, and I got a few messages of people saying, Wolf Among Us 2! I know you like this game! I was like, yeah, okay, cool, I'll check out all of them. And I just kept getting messages about that specifically. So yeah, Wolf Among Us 2.
Hey, so Wolf Among Us 2, did you hear about that?
I heard about that.
Did you know that JBL beat up the Blue Meanie for real and that Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck?
Yeah. And did you know that Sininsky got a broken nose by CM Punk?
Yeah.
For reals?
For reals.
For reals.
For rizzle.
All right. So there was a lot of announcements that made me very wary. Oops.
Why are you kicking shit?
Because I have to get comfy. There was one, like, every announcement I was feeling scared.
I don't know why you keep saying scared.
I don't want things to do poorly. I'm tired of, like, I wanted Anthem to do amazing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was rigging and I'm just like, I still want to play it, but I'm afraid.
So that's the thing. I was tagged in a trailer for Anthem, and I still have this on my Facebook. I was tagged in a trailer for Anthem back when they first released that little bit, and they're like, this game's gonna be better than Destiny, yada yada yada. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, and they're saying you'll be able to do this and this, and they're listing all the things you'll be able to do, and I went, no game does that successfully, and I don't trust it. And then sure enough, Anthem ended up being what Anthem was.
Yeah, but as for me, I want that little bit of hope to be like, that looks really good. They're going to probably fuck it up. And I don't want to say that. Because there was a few in there that made me do that, such as this. A little bit toward the middle, they had a Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance trailer. And, of course, I'm a huge fan of Dungeons & Dragons, but back in the PS2 era, I fucking loved the shit out of Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance 2.
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate? No, it was not a Baldur's Gate. It was just Dark Alliance. But even so, I fucking loved it. It was great. It was Diablo-esque, but it was, like, simplified. It made it feel so fluid and nice, and they had a great story to tell. I don't know what they're doing with this. The trailer itself looks... It was very all over the place. You were attached to their weapons. You were all
attached
over
to the front of them, like they were like hanging a GoPro out in front of them or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But it's good to see the old heroes, Wolfgar, Driss Dorden, all the true champions of the Faerun. I'm like, cool. I'm glad to see you guys. But no gameplay, no nothing like that.
A lot of no gameplay.
A lot. There was some things that were in-engine, which was nice.
In-engine isn't the same as gameplay.
Well, to be fair, those ones that were in-engine were meant for the Series X.
No, man.
I'm just saying that. They look good.
How many times have we seen in-engine, and then we go and play the game, and it's like...
Kinda. I mean, well, also, whenever they do that, it means that they're using on an Xbox One X instead of an S.
Yeah.
So that's another thing to think about.
Yeah.
But Dark Alliance, I'm holding high hopes. I would like to play as Wolfgar again. Wolfgar is a dwarf fighter that takes zero shit, and I'm hoping that I will take zero shit when this game comes out.
You're not gonna shit because of this game?
I want to shit. I want to shit really bad. The ending of this trailer showcased another thing. I don't know if you saw it. I think you were looking down, but that's what it did, was like these flippy flips, and I was like, yeah.
I mean, that 2 seconds looked better than the rest of the trailer.
I know. Like it looked good.
Yeah, that looks so much better.
And then of course at the very end they got the Dungeon Dragon thing, but no date, 0 dates.
Yeah, because they came and put a trailer together, right?
Yeah, they strapped a GoPro to these D&D characters. Yeah. I hope they fix that and pull out another one. Another very strange trailer. You know how I love talking about League and Riot Games. They had a non-gameplay trailer at all, but it is for the Ruined King. Now, for those who do not know League, Ruined King is the name of an item, Blade of the Ruined King. And they don't really go into deep detail about the items unless it's like back when Mordekaiser would buy it, I guess. I don't see Mordekaiser ever buying it, but people like Mordekaiser would buy it and be like, yes, the Ruined King, I remember you, or something like that. And it's small-time lore. They're wanting to build up all these lore stories. And I'm like, that's good, but I feel like you're giving us way too much now.
Yeah.
And you even said it yourself. You said this in among the billion projects that they're coming up. And I was just like,
I was very much like, why isn't Riot Games do something more than just keep making things for this new game? And it's like they heard me and went, challenge accepted. And it's like, this isn't what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They made a champion that is coming out soon named Set, and I fucking love him. I went over this last week, and I love him. I love him to death. There's a small thing where a person said I can do mock-ups of him doing different moves with his ultimate. So I was like, wait, more moves for his ultimate? You're wanting more fucking spike pile drivers and RKO, that kind of shit? I'm like, relax, chill. I guarantee you, Set is going to be one of the main characters for the fighting game. That's probably why they busted this out.
Probably.
Because I can guarantee you it's probably going to be... we saw Ari, we saw Darius, we saw a glimpse of Vi, and probably Set. So there's 4 really good fighters. I just don't know how that's going to mesh, and I don't... Oh, man, it's going to be weird. But during the VGAs, they released something for Ruined King, a League of Legends story. And I have no idea what it's going to be. From the light speculation around, they say it's going to be a top-down brawl 'em up type of thing, kind of like Diablo. But I don't know. I have no clue. I need something. You guys gave us nothing with anything. And that bums me out. But your League of Legends, your Riot Games, they somewhat listen to us. Somewhat. The only time they didn't listen to us was when they took away AP scaling on Rengar. When they took that away from the kitty cat, everything was a little weird. I'm making a joke.
I don't get the joke.
I know you don't get the joke, but those who... Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I know.
I don't play.
Huh?
I don't play.
I don't play. I'm hoping you'll play.
Maybe.
So, a couple days ago, we had a tournament here, and I didn't realize it until I was at work, because it's literally nearby. It is in the near vicinity of where I work. It was a Rainbow Six Siege tournament, and had a couple people come in, and they were dressed in red, white, blue, and had the Rainbow Six logo embroidered on their chest. And I said, "Oh shit, you like Siege? Yeah, all right, cool. What's going on? You know, is there something?" I didn't even hear about it until literally that day, and it was just wrapping up. And I said, "Oh, neat." And he was like, "Yeah, you want some swag?" I was like, "Swag?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I got one of those logos, the logo for the National this year.
It's like a shield with the American flag kind of on it, and a 6 over it with a gun for the hole on the 6.
This is the Rainbow Six Siege insignia, and then it's basically, it has United States nationals on it, and it's really nice.
I was just explaining because they can't see it.
Oh, right. I got one of these. I have it on my name badge, and then I got one of the marks for... I got one for Mute, and I got one for... Which
is like a gas mask with a cross on it.
Yeah, over the canister portion in the front. And I got one for Capcan, which is a strap of dynamite with a hook, a fish hook.
Grappling hook.
Kinda. It's more or less, he sets it up, and if anyone passes by the laser, it just explodes.
Yeah, but that looks like a grappling hook.
Kind of. EED, mounted and primed. But I love Capcan. And they were like, "Do you have any that you like?" And I said, "Buck," because Buck is one of my favorite attackers.
Well, just because he likes to fuck.
He likes to fuck. He's a quiet Canadian. But they didn't have any Buck. They had a lot of Docs. And I'm like, come on, guys. Doc's a good character. I don't play him, personally.
Because that's why they had a lot.
Well, Goon plays him. If Goon was there, I'm sure he would have taken Dog. But I digress. It was an interesting moment to be like, oh yeah, right near us was a tournament. And
Well, I mean, we've got 2 legit ones, and then no, we've got 2 legit ones, and then we've got one where you can go and pay for time to play at GameWorks, but they don't ever hold like the tournaments like this.
Oh, you're talking esports?
Yeah.
Esports? 3.
Where's the third one?
Downtown. Luxor, Rio, downtown.
No, I don't go downtown. That's why.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me to go downtown.
It's getting better.
Not really.
Not really, but a little bit.
They washed the graffiti off and sprayed down the road so it doesn't smell like piss. That was their form of it's getting better. What else we got?
Streets of Rage 4 got a new trailer for their I don't want to call it DLC, just another character before release.
Yeah, well, we knew there was going to be more characters coming.
Yeah,
because we could see the empty spots.
Yeah, we got Axel, Blaze, Adam, and I don't remember the last one. The one with the guitar. I'll just Google it. Streets of Rage 4 characters.
Well, with that voice, Mike Wazowski.
Big Ben.
Gotcha.
Cherry. Wait, we're getting a lot. Wait.
I don't think these are actually confirmed for 4.
No, they are not. Well, Cherry I know is because she's the one with the guitar, but I was like, Big Ben. That was Streets of Rage 3.
Yeah, I don't think these are confirmed.
Huh. Yeah, Y Signal's the evil villain dude that always has his back to the camera. Can I get the wiki then? Here we go. Adam Hunter, Cherry Hunter, Blaze, and Axel.
Okay. So I'm glad we got the other trailer showing us the other character because we saw that empty spot when we watched the first trailer. So,
moving on. Boy, oh boy, there's a lot to talk about. So we watched the gameplay trailer for Walking Dead, Saints, and Sinners.
the VR game.
The VR game. The one that got me out of my seat yelling angrily in the background. Not gonna lie or sugarcoat it. I was going into this with an eye roll and I said, whatever, let's get this over with. Show me what it's about. And it didn't look bad. I was like, if I had a VR headset and a little bit of extra scrap cash, it looks fine. Gunplay looks fine. The just overall areas look fine. It looks like you're in Louisiana.
What is with that? They don't want to take any of it out of like
Atlanta and Mississippi.
Yeah, so the show and comics start in Atlanta. Yeah. The other games kind of hit
around that area
or in New Orleans. Well, at least Louisiana, not necessarily New Orleans.
Yeah.
Fear the Walking Dead is the only thing that's gotten us to the other coast.
Where was that one? Like
LA.
LA? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was Hollywood or not.
I'm pretty sure it's LA.
Okay.
I haven't actually watched it.
But
to be fair, I don't watch The Walking Dead either.
It seems to have very minor decision making, considering you're in a zombie apocalypse, man. You got to take care of everybody. If you can't, you got to take care of them that way too. Sad face.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'm the first to go.
Oh. Lauren said she'd kill herself because she doesn't want to live in that world.
I don't want to talk about this no more.
So she doesn't want to live in a zombie-infested world.
Even if chances of survival are going to be very, very high, considering zombies are not that great.
Depends on how the zombie thing works out.
Oh, you think if it's like 28 days later? No. If it's
even like with The Walking Dead, everyone's infected.
Yeah, it's just if you die, you change.
Yeah.
Okay, so we watched a little bit of a overly cinematic trailer, most of anyways.
Of overly cinematic trailer, like this whole fucking trailer is cinematic.
This whole trailer is cinematic. Ghost of Tsushima. And it looks great. It looks fantastic. I don't know what was with most of the samurai games that was announced at the Game Awards. I'm not mad at them. It's just I kind of want to be filled in. Like Sekiro won Game of the Year. And I'm like, good for it. It played great. It ran great.
Yeah, I'm glad it did, but I feel like I heard about Sekiro for like the first couple of weeks it was out, and then nothing. And I'm confused how a game everyone stopped talking about won.
Like, I think Ultimate would be more suited for Game of the Year.
Well, it's like I'm still pissed off that fucking Red Dead won over goddamn Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm with you on that one. I mean, it's just dependent on how people feel about things at a time. And you got to figure this is user generated. So that means it's us over like critics.
Yeah, but I mean user generated means the game could be complete shit, but because you're a fan of the franchise, you're going to vote for it.
Yeah, that's what that's basically.
And I'm not saying that any of the games that won are complete shit, because they're not. I'm
No.
just saying that's the problem with user generated.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the problem with critics is a lot of critics are biased and angry about just random shit.
I can concur about that. We'll talk about that toward the very end
Because there should be a rating scale.
A rating scale for
for how they decide game of the year.
I mean, sales, overall appeal, sales. Just overall appeal, advertisements, functionality, gameplay, overall user experience. Like that, it's so broad and so varied. But,
like broken ass games shouldn't win, obviously.
Oh, of course not. But those that can build themselves back up, because I think Borderlands 3 was also on there, and I was like, shit, we only played together once, twice.
Yeah, something like that.
And we never went back. We still got to go back to it.
Yeah.
Like, we got to find some time one of these nights, and we'll just climb back into it. But right now,
it doesn't help that someone decided to use a glitch in the game to fucking skip an entire fucking section for me.
I will have you know that it was not my fault.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
The game glitched.
The game. I have it up on my Twitch. It is,
and you fucked me over.
It is a clip on my Twitch where I fly over the entire sewer system toward the second area of the game,
and then skipped the fucking cutscene.
I didn't realize it would do that. I was like, we can go in, turn around, go back out, and there's the end point, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. And as soon as we got in, oopsies. Bitch. I fucked up. I'll admit, I'll take my lumps.
If you want to see it, just go to his Twitch page, which is
twitch.tv/CLIFFXTHURST. Cliffx Thirst.
Okay. So the game that we originally started talking about was Ghosts of Tsushima.
Tsushima. And it's made by Sucker Punch, so I'm excited. It looks great.
Well, its trailer is all fucking cinematic, so like it looks pretty.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the game is. Like, I don't understand what you do in the game. We don't know any of that.
Yeah, but to be
fair, where the next game on our list shows you everything you do.
Oh yeah, the Naraka.
Yep, Naraka Blade Point.
I think it's just a PvE that you can switch up and go into a PvP area where it's 2v2, 1v1 depending on where you're at, and you could just brawl it up. You can fight it up and just go between them, and then just say, you know what, I want to go fight some random dudes, or I'm gonna go and just train up a little bit. And
it's all right.
It looks great. It looks fantastic. It's got good brawling tech. I'm excited. It's just I don't know how far it goes because still it looks way early. It's by a Chinese corporation, so I mean, that said, looks good. Just gotta get a little bit more into it. As for Ghost of Tsushima, it comes out summer 2020. Hopefully we get a little gameplay, and we'll probably give you some news on that later. But as of right now, right at this point, I got nothing.
How much do you want to bet? Summer 2020 for the PlayStation 4. How much do you want to bet come Christmas season they release the remastered or up-rendered or whatever version for the PlayStation 5?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You don't even need to place a bet. I already know.
Just like they did with fucking GTA.
Yeah. Another game from Perfect World and Magic the Gathering is making Magic the Gathering Legends or Magic Legends. And no gameplay, but from a little light speculation on that is it's going to be a halfway MMO. I don't know. I see the pyromancers and all of that, and I think that's Jace against the Goblinkin, and I'm like, okay, give me something, anything. You don't see any of the other planeswalkers from the glance. Like, I don't know if that's Nissa because it doesn't look like Nissa. It doesn't give me anything. So hopefully this gives us more story from Magic. I do enjoy Magic's very light story of the planeswalkers, how they motion and how they feel it with everyone else. Give me something. It looks good. It's just I need something. Anything. Actually, let me check something.
I don't know shit about Magic, so this doesn't really pertain to me. I mean, if it looks like a fun game, I might, get into it.
Found it. It is an MMO action RPG from the creators of Neverwinter.
So yeah, I'll probably get into that.
Cool. So I just went to the website and it told us. So okay, cool. So I showed you the trailer for Sons of the Forest.
Yes.
The one that starts off in the helicopter, you land, and you get kind of stranded in the forest.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I think that yet again it didn't tell me shit. Like all these games are not telling me shit. You see some weird lady humping a rock, and then she starts ballet dancing,
Gaining feet and arms.
I don't even know if it's necessarily that she's gaining anything, or it's like she's blurring through.
Well, okay, two, and then later on you see that third come out of her chest. See, like right there.
It didn't come out of her chest.
Kind of like it whirls around. It like goes from her chest up to her shoulder and then back down.
Well, either way, some weird lady humping a rock and then dancing all blurry.
Yeah.
Some creatures without eyes in a cave, and you've got an axe. Like, are we fighting these? Are we not fighting? It told me nothing. It looks interesting.
It does look good.
But I need something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky today, but I feel like no one wants to show us their fucking games. They just want us to give them our money.
Yeah, like Amazon's back in the gaming world with New World. It's another one that had story but no gameplay. A lot of nice cinematics, but they were trying. It seems so hard to get a lot of advertisements out, kind of like how they would for E3, where it's just like, get the advertisement out.
But when E3 does that, it pisses me off too.
Yeah, well,
show me the game.
I concur with you. I'm right there beside you. It's just, hey, we're working on this project. It's basically the advertisement before the gameplay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not...
The only thing worse than this is back when EA decided to announce at E3 that they were going to do Fallen Order, and their announcement was, yeah, we have a Jedi game coming out, and it will have lightsabers.
Nothing else. Yeah, they had nothing.
No image.
No,
it was a dude sitting in the audience who stood up and talked to them. That was it.
Yeah.
So this is...
better.
Barely better than that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at least gives you...
New World looked interesting, and I want to see more of this one.
Yeah, having a crystal that can corrupt, and all you seek is power. That's a good start. We talked about Wolf Among Us 2. I'm excited.
It's actually looking like it's Telltale. They've got their logo on there and everything, which concerns me very much.
They are back, baby.
And I feel like that just means more abused employees.
And to which I responded with halfway of a joke. I said it's a lesser evil to get what we want.
I would have wanted Warner Brothers to just take this over. They have, 4 game companies?
Let's see. Ninja Theory. I think they own Ninja Theory.
I know they own NetherRealms.
NetherRealms, I know they do. I think Ninja Theory they helped do a couple handshakes with when back in Ninja Gaiden's time. And then their own.
Well, okay. Rocksteady.
Oh, that's right. They do own Rocksteady, don't they?
Warner Brother Games.
Yeah.
I do believe there's a Warner Brother Games Montreal. I could be wrong if it's Montreal, but I think it gets Montreal. And then NetherRealms. I'm looking up Ninja Theory right now. I don't think they own it. TT Games, that's right. The ones that do the Lego games.
And then Turbine? What is Turbine? Turbine sounds familiar.
I think Turbine.
Boston.
Yeah, okay.
What did they come out with? Well, I'm just going in to find out real quick.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing.
Yeah, so like Underworld, Batman Arkham Underworld, it's a base builder
On the phone.
mobile game. Yeah, I have it. I've played it a little bit. It's okay.
This is. I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, Dungeons and Dragons Online and Lord of the Rings Online are still going to this day, so I can't be mad at that. It's just
Infinity Crisis.
Infinity Crisis.
Yeah, the Infinite Crisis. Okay.
I don't know what that. A MOBA.
I didn't play it either, but I recognize the name. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then Avalanche. Let's see what Avalanche did.
Yeah, no, they don't. Ninja Theory. The one they're actually partnered with was originally Agronaut Games, and that was only until 2004. And then I think they went out on their own until 2018 when Xbox Game Studios grabbed them.
Okay, there's where we are with Avalanche. So they were doing like the Disney Infinity stuff. And like all the movie tie-ins.
Yeah, all the Disney stuff that they've been getting the deals for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gaming corporations.
So yeah, they have plenty of game corporations. I would have much rather them have just bought the character back or bought the game.
That's where I'm like, wait a minute, this is a WB stylings. Why are they working on Disney?
Just because Warner Brother owns it doesn't mean shit. I mean, you know how many movies use the Universal backlot that aren't made by Universal?
Okay. It just seemed very strange to me.
A little weird, yeah. But I would have preferred that Wolf Among Us would have just gone back to Warner Brothers.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a Vertigo comic.
Yeah, and WB owns that. I get it. I'm just... It's all tying into what I want, which is more Wolf Among Us. So, as I said before, even in a joking manner, hopefully they do treat their employees correctly this time around. But I want this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be a little
Just
greedy.
go read Fables.
No, I want to play this. The way they cut the story and made it fully interactive and kept us in like that, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Let me have this.
Well, I mean, they did that with Batman, and Batman's back without having to go through Telltale. So while we're on this, the Batman Telltale game, another company picked that up, I do believe, and they are doing a $5 DLC or a pack where you get both the games and the DLC. So the story gets to be continued a little bit. Yeah, you might want to put Batman Telltale or something like that. There we go. I don't think it's actually through Telltale this time around.
Yeah, that's the right thing. That
Shadows Edition is what it's being called, and so they did like this new artwork where everything is like dark and black and white and stuff like that. Everything's supposed to essentially be in shadowed. Only certain things get color. I think it's kind of coming from the idea of what they're doing over with the Walking Dead ones over at Skybound, where they're redoing it with like the comic book black. So yeah, Shadows Edition, that's available now.
Yeah, on Steam and Xbox One.
That does say the Telltale series, but I'm telling you, there was a new DLC announced. Let me see.
This was the trailer that I saw, and it just said that
this wasn't what I was talking about. Let me find it. Don't at me. But what was the price on that? Do you know?
Let's find out. Let's actually go back to Steam.
I don't want to go back to Steam. We're just gonna get sucked into a rabbit hole again.
Not you, but me. It's my job to do that.
To get sucked into a rabbit hole? How much do you get paid? I might want to get that job.
Yes. Alright. Batman Enemy Within.
That's the second season. That's not what you want.
It's not a part of the second season?
There you go. That right there. Shadow Edition.
Okay. Bundle info. So, Batman, Telltale that, Batman Shadows mode.
Yeah. So it's a $5 mode that you apply to each game. So $5 per game. So you can do $5 for season 1, $5 for season 2. And if you don't own any of the games, you can buy the whole bundle right now for $15.12. It's knocked down from $39.96.
Fair. I mean, it's a really great. I liked it. I liked the Batman Telltale set. So that's what the DLC is for, is to turn it Shadows.
I could have sworn there was something else, but I guess that's the only thing, I guess. I'm not finding anything else.
So, add-on.
Oh, well. Yeah, I thought there was something else. I could have sworn I saw a new story for something else. I can't find it now. I fucking hate that I saw that and now it's gone.
Enhanced with hand
Batman
recolored gameplay and remastered textures.
All right. Well, there you go. So for $5 each, I would have rather have a new section of the game. That's what I swear I saw something that said there was a new section of the game, which may have just been bad wording to try to get people to buy it. So next is a fucking clusterfuck mess that I don't understand.
And then, it was a clusterfuck mess that you don't understand. And I didn't understand it at first either. But when they were announcing this, and then I was like, I'm a goddamn superhero, because they wanted to rule the world. And I was like, this is a weird fucking trailer about a kid and an alien, sends the alien back home, alien comes back, and he's like an evil warlord and all this, that. And I'm like, it had an old 90s retro anime style. And I was like, this is some nonsense. Get to the point. It took 5 minutes and 10 seconds to get to the goddamn point, where you see fucking Travis Touchdown on a motorcycle doing the Akira slide before saying, oh, no, I'm the superhero. And I was like, yo!
I don't know what any of this is.
No More Heroes is a good series. Very, very
weird,
cult classic-y.
Weird.
Like, it is very weird. Especially the original Wii variant, where in order to charge up your sword, you had to
jerk it off.
You pretty much had to jerk it off.
Gotcha.
But I will say it was a very, very pop culture filled game.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you went through the first one, albeit through playing it on a console variant,
Gesundheit.
I think you'd have fun.
Okay. It's weird.
It is very weird.
Before we get too far away from Telltale, I forgot to mention, the games with gold for January have been announced. So 1st to the 31st, you get Styx. The 16th through the 15th of February, you get Batman Telltale series.
The first season?
I think it's just the first season. Okay. Either way, it pisses me off because I already own it. This is a video, you can't zoom in. And then the 1st to the 15th, you get Tekken.
I'm hoping that's 5.
6. Ew. Which I already own because it came with Tekken 7. And you get Lego Star Wars 2 from the 16th to the 31st.
Okay. I mean, Lego Star Wars, alright, cool. So, in short, I own all that.
Pretty much, yeah.
I own all of that, including the Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't play it, but it's good to know that I already own it. Bums me out, but then again, they did give us a lot of really cool shit over the last couple of months that we're going through right now.
Yeah.
So,
well, this is just games with gold. This doesn't include Game Pass.
That's right. So I'm gonna be like, that's fine. You can give us those. Log them into your account just in case I feel like playing them on the Xbox One, and everybody will be happy. So I'm gonna take a pause from all the game news to talk about a game I badmouthed.
You're gonna take a pause from game news, talk about game news?
Review.
I'm just giving you shit. All
right. One that you talked me into.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you needed to give it more of a chance.
And I apologize. Ubisoft, I know you're probably not going to listen to this, but if you do, I apologize.
That one worker at Ubisoft is like, what?
Oh, thank you. But I went into Division 2 with a half-open mind, just to have it broaden a bit. As soon as I unlocked that shield, got myself a revolver, and I said, there are people who make builds like this, I'm in. So I have everything jotted down as far as what I want, as far as a build in the game. I hope I can follow that thing. Apparently at level 30, you get a quote-unquote signature weapon that you can classify what you want. And I'm like, oh! And so
it's going to take a while to get there. I'm only at 16.
Yeah, and I'm at 10. And so, yeah, this is going to be a minute. But I will apologize to Ubisoft. Division 2 is fun. Alone, not so much. But with friends, it's a good mortar point where I'm like, I got front line and Quincey's behind everything, picking off who's shooting at me.
Yeah, when I can fucking actually hit them. Bob and weave too goddamn much.
When we were in that 2-story mall, you were doing some good pop-offs.
Yeah, I don't know why. It seems like they don't bob and weave as much when you play by yourself. So...
even still, you were doing some good pop-offs. It's fine.
I'm a headshot guy.
You are a headshot guy.
if it's gonna take more than one shot, I really don't want to deal with it. Yeah, no, it's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the movie thing, where the fucking young kids just shooting the revolver like crazy. They're trying to get Hyde to go a certain direction, and Sean Connery comes up and pushes him and goes, "If you can't do it with one shot, don't do it at all." And then fucking fires. Not my best Sean Connery. Hold on.
You got
Bond. James Bond.
James.
Hello, Mrs. Moneypenny.
Oh,
That was a little bit better.
you gotta drive
Okay.
yourself to that car.
Yeah, so you're liking The Division 2.
I'm liking The Division 2. Another sequel that I went from not really liking the original. I beat the original, but I'm really liking how fast the gameplay is. Rage 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too far into that, but I'll just make my small statement of, holy fuck, everything's going fast. I love it. It is id Tech. It is straight up everything that was in Doom rolled right over into Rage. The gunplay feels very similar, but it's kind of drawn back because everything with Doom is you hit them until they start glowing that color so you can get that, brutal finish. This one, you can do it from a distance because you split their fucking skull in half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, all right, this game is very comfortable.
Okay.
Gunplay feels great. Everything feels familiar. Not Rage 1 at all. Rage 1 feels very, you have to hold the thing so that we can, throw your wing stick, handle this, that. Oh, he's only stunned. He's not actually dead. Ugh. And then you feel like you're just dragging your heels. This one, you are going and going. And it handles well.
I haven't played it yet.
And another game I downloaded because I was bored both
What
nights.
is all this shit about? You won't watch the things or read the things that tell you to read because you have too many games to play, but then you go and download new games? Yeah, get out of here. Go. Leave. No, come back here. You don't get off that easy. Sit your ass down. You don't get off that easy. What game did you download?
Vambrace Cold Soul. Remember we talked about it?
No.
If I show you, I know you'll remember.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I don't remember.
Vambrace Cold Soul.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember.
It's Darkest Dungeon, pretty much, but with a very, very unique cast. I will admit the art style is what originally caught me, but it is a pretty game. It is a very, very vibrant. It looks hand-drawn. It is essentially Darkest Dungeon down to its finest degree.
So since I don't have Darkest Dungeon on my console, would you suggest I play this?
Yes. The only downside is with Vambrace, it has a few different mechanics that I don't necessarily like. Darkest Dungeon does all the mechanics correctly. It makes you feel like you're, oh man, this is gonna be a hard one. With Vambrace, you walk into I think it's called the Crown of Riches as the first area, and you're immediately like, okay, there's a lot of areas and pathways and this, that, and you have to find a map to do it, and it's like, oh no, that's not very good. But combat's the same. Everyone gets their turn order for initiative, and they handle the initiative, reload. You can slow them down by doing like a crippling shot, that sort of thing. And I'm like, okay, that's great. Buffs, debuffs, those of resolve, those like of a cleric, hit their chest and say, I will stand tall even in the face of evil, that sort of thing. The main character is a little bit ignorant.
Okay.
But I guess that's to be expected because she's not accustomed to that area, I guess. She has an ability that no one else has, but when they find out that she has this ability, she has to be the front runner, and I'm like, a little ex machina-y, but it's fun. I enjoy it for what it is. I would recommend it, but if you can get Darkest Dungeon surpasses this.
Darkest Dungeon never goes on sale. On console.
Oh, yeah, no.
You immediately want to be like, it's probably on Steam sale. I know it's on Steam sale.
Yeah,
Everything's on Steam sale.
It's probably like $4 on Steam sale. But Vambrace is I'd say if Darkest Dungeon is a 10 on 10, Vambrace is maybe about 7.5, 8.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very beautiful artwork, by the way. Most of the characters really pop when they are having like a talking scene. They like to like have this generalized pop about them, especially the main character. The main character has a lot of really good facial expressions when she succeeds on a check, or if there's a failed check and she takes damage, the immediate shift is something of like actual like, oh, this is bad. So just thought I'd mention that.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
And that's it.
No, it's not.
That's it for the review sets.
Oh, for the review sets, yes.
Yeah. Another game for a unreleased console with no true gameplay, but it's in engine. I don't know, man.
Hooray!
It's made by Gearbox, so
yeah, but it's also got that lovely Epic Game fucking sticker on it there at the end, which means you won't be able to buy it anywhere else probably.
yeah.
Godfall, official PlayStation 5 reveal trailer.
It looks pretty.
I think it's also coming out to Xbox though. I don't think it's exclusive.
I don't know. They at the very beginning is where it showcased that
PlayStation. Yeah, but go to the very end.
Dude, okay.
And nope. Okay.
No.
Yeah, PlayStation, Epic Games, Gearbox. So yeah, it'll probably be just PlayStation and the Epic Game thing. So
it was pretty. There's not much to talk about. People in armor. You said the dude looks like Batman,
looks like Batman.
Like there's nothing. There was nothing. Now, one that made me go, okay, I wasn't expecting.
This is the one I meant to talk about last week, and I fucked up because I panicked and I was trying to get extra news because the Game Awards are going on, and it's just so much shit, and my monkey brain fried over.
It's okay.
And I said Hellboy, I meant Hellblade.
It's okay.
I am broken.
We are all broken.
I apologize.
So
you had me. Go ahead.
No, go away. So Suena's I forgot the original one, but Suena's Hellblade original. It was a fun game. Talked about a little bit of mental illness in the pretense of, was she crazy? Was she hearing these voices? That kind of thing. And then the puzzles, the combat, it all felt pretty relative. It was a pretty good story. Told a really good story. The trailer, super fucking hard Celtic.
Freaking
like,
bones.
Pound the chest and
arms.
Oh yeah.
Weird chick fucking singing what sounds like what kind of metal?
Like Celtic metal, like Celtic dark metal. Like it's good shit.
And rain and torches
and everybody wearing these
weird,
like wicker branches on their head, and it looks good.
Someone's gonna get sacrificed tonight.
And you want to know the funny thing? All of it was in engine. And I know you're.
Well, no, I was gonna ask. Is it in engine?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Because it looks pretty realistic.
It looks really realistic, but everything they had said afterwards, that everything of this was in engine.
I'm not sure how much I believe that
for the X series.
No, I'm not sure how much I believe that because she looks a little too real.
Yeah, that's what they're plugging. But no, it.
Which reminds me, while we're on the topic of Series X, they announced that the next Xbox is not called Xbox Series X. The next Xbox is called Xbox, and that it's actually Xbox Series X is a form of it. They're going to do different ones, and so it'll be like Xbox Series X, Xbox Series M, Xbox Series fuck you twice. Things like that.
There was a light rumor in the rumor mill about a mobile Xbox style.
I don't want that.
I don't want it either. But at the same time, I can see the niche for it now. I don't like it either, but I can see it.
I play mobile games on my phone.
Yeah, that's good enough.
I'm not all that happy about playing most of those games, and I kind of hate myself for liking those games. So.
One of the comments on the YouTube video for the new Suena Hellblade is, my mom sings this to me every night I can't sleep.
I believe it.
It was a real dark song. A teaser trailer for a very, very estranged tactical shooter, I think. 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5.
It was a very, very Naked Gun styled opening.
Oh, so it's not a Dolly Parton video game.
No.
Fine. Continue.
It opened up with rabbits with AKs doing Fortnite poses and shit like that.
Bouncing around, singing.
Yeah, and then an officer with the balaclava and militarical glasses, pumped it full of lead, and
which somehow paused the video.
Yeah, it would break the monitor first off.
Yeah, the monitor was still functioning and the video paused. Furthermore, they were going in stealthily, and he just fired 2 shots into a screen.
Yeah, I don't
mean to nitpick their trailer, but
yeah, it's a weird trailer.
do me a favor, find out when he shoots the screen. Okay, so go ahead and pause it right around there. I just needed the counter. This trailer is only 58 seconds long.
And you don't see
34 seconds of this is that fucking rabbit thing.
Rabbit, and from the makers of Max Payne, Quantum Break, Arma 3, World of Tanks, and Trivial Pursuit Mobile. It's like, is this supposed to be a joke?
I don't fucking know.
And then it played that weird fucking bunny rabbit bullshit for about 12, 15 seconds before he shoots it. And he's holding what looks to be an MP5-ish. It looks like a very strange built-up MP5 with an interesting front cover. And then all of a sudden it gets tactical again. And
your cover's blown. You just fired 2 shots into the goddamn screen with no silencer.
And
even if you have a silencer, those aren't all that silent.
No. Like, hold on, let's see. Did he have a silencer on there? Nope. Oh. It looks like a brake muzzle.
In fact, furthermore, is it just me or does that flashlight look like it's just tied onto the gun?
No, it's on the rail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no silencer from the look of it unless it's that big. Unless it is literally that big. Okay. But whatever. You said, and I quote, "You move funny."
Oh, I don't think that there's anything wrong with the game. I just was making a joke about the way things
did. So Chernobylite. We talked about this a long time ago. There is a little bit more gameplay trailer. The whole areas look dark and bleak and
sad.
It's Russia.
Sad.
It's Russia. And
I think that's like a form of nationalist racistness, something.
I mean, it's Chernobyl.
Yeah, it's Chernobyl.
What do you want me to say or do?
It's one of those games that when you die, they do that thing where your guy stops to look at the blood on his hand, and it's like, no, you dead.
Yeah.
It looks good. It actually does look pretty good. It's got like a cool storage thing that you do.
And it is available now on Steam Early Access.
The thing I was talking about is there's some like radiated people that come like shuffling up to you and they kind of walk a little funny. And I was like, you walk funny. I was like, nope, you walk funny. I'm out. Fuck you. I'm out.
Sponge Boy me Bob. Now I got the hiccups. And with that,
that's our video game award news.
That's it for that.
We have shoe news.
Shoe news.
I don't know how legit this shoe news is.
I'm
you were saying that you're not 100% sure it's real?
It says rumored, but
okay.
We see a shoe above it, and I don't...
Well, people can do mock-ups.
Yeah, this good looking?
I mean, just because they couldn't remove Henry Cavill's mustache, right, doesn't mean they can't draw shoes.
Jesus, fuck off, Christ. I hate how right you are.
Or how about that baby in Twilight?
I know. I heard about it though.
I'm showing you a video of that afterwards.
I know. I've seen it. I've seen it.
The guy that like freaks out because of it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just no.
All
right.
A face only a mother would love.
Yeah,
and I don't even think the mother would love it.
8-bit Pikachu Adidas.
Yeah, and then it's got the insole filled with all the Pokemon in pixelated form.
Yeah, they're pixelated like mini Pokedex forms from the original games.
Yeah, and I mean it looks fine.
A good looking shoe.
Yeah, I like it.
My issue is it's white, so it'll get so fucking dirty.
It would get very dirty.
Give me the shoe in black. We'll talk.
Get it with black with Mewtwo.
Well, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or Ghastly.
Ooh, a Gengar. But now how do we introduce sock news?
I think you have to come up with a different music for that.
I
don't classify these as socks. They have a fucking rubber sole.
They got a rubber sole, but I made up the argument where it's like you take off your shoes at the door, then you slip these on.
I don't know. Puma has come out with what just looks like a Puma shoe. It just slips on, and they're calling it engineered to the requirements of active gaming. They're calling it a gaming shoe, and it's $100 fucking dollars. Doesn't even come with laces.
It's slip-ons.
Yeah, so there's less material, and you're charging me more. Tell me I'm wrong.
It looks like it breathes. I don't know, man. I'm not Puma executives, but
it's currently on sale in the UK and Australia.
Yeah, let's see something. Hold on, let's see how they're doing. I thought that was going to take me to.
It took you to the exact same article. There's a link in the article for the article you're on. That is hilarious.
Can we go to the... Thank you. Okay, so... we're just going to close out of this. So...
Can you agree to the damn cookies so that goes away? Fucking cookies.
Fucking cookies. I don't even eat them.
It's got 0 reviews.
Yeah.
These are it looks like they're all in stock.
They are brand spanking new. Designed for indoor and in arena use, it delivers seamless comfort, support.
In arena.
I'll read more.
When you're at the arena, you're sitting at a fucking chair.
Support and grip so gamers can adapt to different active gaming modes and game their best. Maybe for those who are doing like motion,
but there's no competitions for those.
It's like those,
and you're not really running anywhere.
I don't know, man. This is weird. Created with console gamers in mind. That's what gets me going. Like, there's a big, huge mushroom cloud popping out of my head because it is literally blowing my mind.
Because mine's just sparking and smoking, and
I don't know. It looks.
I don't feel good. This broke me.
I will say they look comfy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wear my shoes.
I would just wear a couple pairs of socks. Bless you.
Sorry.
I would wear a couple pairs of socks and call it a day if I needed to keep my feet warm in this kind of pretense. Because I concur. Having a sole would probably force your foot to take this, and then I don't know. I don't fucking know. They look comfy.
I'm also the kind of person that wears their shoes everywhere. Like, I'm very bad about taking my shoes off.
Yeah, I don't. I'll do it if I want it to. If I want to feel a little more comfortable. Sure, why not? But if I don't want to, I don't want to. It's like, whatever.
And here towards the end, we're gonna swing back around towards movies once more.
Yeah.
We have the trailer for Superman Red Sun. It's the new animated based off the graphic novel.
What's the graphic novel called?
I do believe the graphic novel was Under the Red Sun.
Yeah.
Which I could be wrong.
Let's.
It looks good. The voice acting is good. It looks like it's gonna be a very scroll back up. It was right there on the right.
Oh, was it?
Okay, so no, it was Superman Red Sun. My bad.
Okay.
I guess I was remembering wrong. But it looks good.
The cover art for the Blu-ray box looked really good.
Yeah. What do you think of the cover for the graphic novel?
This one?
Yeah. Him standing on like the big
hammer sickle?
Yeah, hammer sickle.
Looks good. The fact that he's got the cape like on his side and not like directly behind him.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. Let me bring up a bigger one.
It's an interesting story.
And from the look of it, he's less of a hey, I'm here for the people, and more of a I'm here for the people, but at the same time, respect me.
Yeah, he's here from Mother Russia.
Yeah.
The concept of this story is what if Superman landed in Russia instead of Kansas?
Yeah, and then you got the Green Lantern Corps and Batman having the Ushanka hat on. And I was just like, this is a good story. I'm here for it.
I'm hoping it gets a figure, but like a figure box like they've done for some of the animated ones.
Like this?
Yeah, but I would want it to be the Batman figure, and it's not the movie's gonna be about Superman, not about Batman, so it's like we're not gonna get the Batman figure, you know.
Okay.
So, but still, I'm excited. It looks like it's gonna be good. The DC animated guys, for the most part, know what they're doing. Yeah. Every now and then they've got a weird hiccup, but I like most of what they put out there.
One that you were talking to me about, and I was like, at the beginning of the trailer, I was like, what is this? And
I'm still not entirely sure I understand what's happening.
Like, real talk, when you had mentioned it, and then we saw who was in it, and I was like, okay. And then about halfway through the trailer, it gets really dimensional, and I'm like,
it's called Tenet. And the way it's written is TEN and then upside down E, upside down T. So that no matter the way you flip the word, it looks the same.
It is going to be Tenet. After the trailer was over, I said, you know what? This gives me Inception vibes, and I'm not mad at it.
People are like rewinding time or something like that.
It's like a rewinding of like he walks into a room riddled with bullets, and the Robert Pattinson.
Mm-hmm.
He walks in and goes, "What happened here?" And you have the main character, go, "It hasn't happened yet."
And then suddenly some guy comes backwards out of a room.
It looks like an elevator, maybe.
Maybe.
But he comes coming out of it backwards.
Yeah, he's being rewound. Like, not all of time's rewinding, just certain people.
Or the vehicle that crashed. And I'm just like...
Yeah, there was a vehicle that crashed, and then the crash of the vehicle rewound where it didn't happen, but the rest of traffic was passing it still.
It's so weird, and I'm so here for that.
This is the new thing that's being written, directed, and produced by Christopher Nolan. So, Dark Knight universe. And I think it's awesome that the new Batman is starring in something directed by the old Batman director.
Yeah, I'm here for this movie. It seems like it's going to be a really good flick.
Do we have a release date? I know it's 2020.
Summer 2020.
July 17th.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that, but that works. It has a big budget.
Yeah, $225 million budget. I mean, a lot of that's probably going into the CGI work.
So. More so, probably. And then our last movie, at least the one that we brought up, is something that you kind of blindsided me with.
So I had heard about it. And it comes out in theaters December 25th, and I was like, I'm probably not going to see it. I'll probably wait for it to hit some kind of streaming service. And then people started talking about it, and I was like, what? Okay. It's called Uncut Gems. It's being described as a crime comedy drama.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
And it's the new one with Adam Sandler.
Now, when I heard that, that's where I was like, comedy. It's going to be a comedy, because his, the only...
I've seen him do 2 non-comedy movies.
Yeah, I've seen him do 1, Spanglish,
and then there's another one.
Yeah, I don't know the other one.
I don't know. It's real fucking weird.
But even still, when I was going into this, I was going into it like, ha ha ha, and then maybe 25 seconds into the trailer, it immediately flips on a dime, and I go, oh, this is a serious role. Oh, this is looking good. And then it gets, like deep, because it's a guy who just really can't keep the money in his pocket. He's throwing money around all the time.
It's not his money to throw around.
Yeah, and he's like, haha, and then all of a sudden he's like, I have a good loving wife, but I'm gonna cheat on her. I have all the money in the world, it ain't mine. I have a great running business, it's getting destroyed from the inside. It's a paradigm of all these problems, but he just can't care. And at that same time, he's like, oh, I have to pay for my actions now. And it's now he's acknowledging it. And how does that turn? And I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. The description is a charismatic New York City jeweler, always on the lookout for the next big score, makes a series of high-stake bets that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime. Howard must perform a precision high-wire act, balancing businesses, family, and encouraging adversaries on all sides, and a relationship pursuit to the ultimate win. Or of the ultimate win. The people who have seen this are talking Oscars for Sandler.
I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but from the way he's pushing himself, yeah.
They're saying Julie Fox is amazing in it too. Or yeah. Julia Fox. Julia.
I want to watch it. I just don't know if it is something we all need to watch as far as for, the show review set. I might watch this on my own somewhere down the line if it comes up on
Tuesday.
Huh?
Do a $5 Tuesday.
God, when I was looking at it, it only had like 2...
Well, it doesn't officially come out until the 25th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the only like 1 or 2 showings it has, that's because it's on limited release right now.
Right. Okay. Then, I mean, maybe.
Also, if we can't... Yep, there we go. It's got a 93% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's with like 140-something reviews. People are legitimately actually liking it.
Okay. I mean, I'm down.
Okay, yeah, so you're right. It does only have like 3 showings on the 24th, because technically it's not out yet. Click the 25th and see if it changes. Yeah, there you go. There's a bunch more showings now.
Okay.
And it's doing it at your theater.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So maybe the Tuesday the 24th at 7. Actually, I don't know if it works.
The 7th at 7. That's 7.
Whatever. But I'm keen. If I have a little bit of scrap cash and I got a little bit of extra time, we'll see.
Okay, you saying scrap cash just reminded me of when you totally insulted that dude at the comic convention. He was trying to get you to buy his thing. You told him if you had scrap cash. At the end of the day, he goes, "I'm scrap cash."
I said, "Yeah." Look, it was the fact of the matter that he stopped me from my forward motion towards something I was already heading toward to talk about his comic. And it was a comic I wasn't even interested in. Like, I don't like that. I get that you're trying to plug your shit, but don't plug your shit to someone who's already got a preemptive thought in mind.
I get what you're saying. I just thought it was fucking hilarious that you
Okay.
just straight up insulted this guy, and he's like, I can't believe this just happened.
Yeah, well, teach you to fucking stop me then.
I'm sorry.
I hope your comic book does well, but I'm not your audience.
That was great. Well, it reminds me of the Rock guy a couple of years ago. Remember that guy?
The Rock?
Yeah, he saw that you were wearing Punisher stuff and went, "You like the Punisher?" You're like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got a thing you'll like," and he brings you over and he goes, "Okay, this is nothing like the Punisher," and it was a comic book about a guy that hated rocks.
Yeah.
I don't want to be down on people's creativeness, but I was like, "What? What?" So Netflix has put up a new poster for the big holiday cinematic universe that they're doing type of thing. And it's like a fucking major ripoff. And I don't understand what the fuck. I don't understand what Netflix is smoking.
And I don't even know half of this shit.
No, neither do I. Also, while we're on Netflix, they canceled Daybreakers, which is a new show people were really liking. They canceled it. No second season.
I don't care.
The way of Netflix. Cancel everything everyone likes. Push other shows to the point of damn near no one wanting to watch it. Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles is no longer happening over at Hulu. They have canceled the project and are trying to shop it out for $40 million.
I don't know, man.
I don't think it needs to be redone anyways. I know we only got part of the story with the interview and Lestat, but just fucking finish it off. Don't start over. What else do I have here? Oh, we didn't talk about that weird ass button for the PlayStation controller.
I didn't even want to talk about it. Like, I thought you were joking at first.
No.
But then when you actually brought it up, I was like, wait, why? Like, it's on the back of the controller, which is an inopportune place.
Well, the idea is that centerpiece is not what you're pressing. That snaps in and puts them on the sides of.
Yeah, I know. But
handles.
it's I'm still saying it's inopportune. No matter where your thumbs or the fingers are, they are inopportune. Because
the idea is where those buttons are on your Steam controller or on that.
It bubbles up like that?
Well, it doesn't bubble up, but they're on the edge.
Still don't like it.
But I'm assuming it's a hint towards what the PlayStation 5 is going to have.
I'm not happy about
For
it.
the DualShock controller 5.
I'm angry. And I want to be angry. More buttons does not mean more controls. That's all I'm saying. Breakpoint works fine with all the things that you have in your utility. Mm-hmm. The only thing I don't like is the hold your breath mechanic.
Yeah, that's weird.
But
I'd like to reprogram that if I could.
I mean, you can't. You can change the button. It's just, what do you change it to? All the buttons are used.
Yeah, well, that's why I have a controller with extra buttons. The problem is that controller's joystick sucks.
Yeah, you're right.
Furthermore, Cats is getting reviews and people aren't liking it.
Let's find out what it's at
Let's see what its freshness is. But one review I have here says Cats takes the eccentric Broadway musical and somehow makes it worse. 19% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb. And the trusty Google users who love everything say 49% of people liked this movie. So that's where we're at on that. Yeah, it's not doing well.
Do I recommend this? No. Cockroaches with human faces, one cat unzipping her skin. I'm done. I don't want to read the rest of this. I was going to click it and read the rest, but I'm not going to.
That's really weird.
A furry's wet dream.
And the last thing I really have, because, I mean, the main news here was the Video Game Awards.
I'm so sorry, Idris. You
did
Idris well.
Elba, James Corden, Jennifer Hudson, Taylor Swift, and Ian McKellen, and Dane Judi Dench.
And Rebel.
Yeah, well, Rebel does musicals. I'm not surprised she's in this one.
I don't know how they got Sir Ian.
I don't know.
I don't either.
My last real thing here is Wakanda was listed on the US.
Forever.
Are you gonna say that every time I say Wakanda?
Wakanda forever.
Because I'm trying to talk here and you're being really rude right now. No, I'm messing with you. Wakanda was listed on the USDA website for the free trade partner. They've since taken it down. But yeah, it was listed on there. So lovely little country that we're allowed to trade with. I'm assuming they were doing it as a fun little joke, but I feel like people may have flipped out because it's like, this is a government page. You can't do things like that. So that's it I have for news.
All right.
We covered so much with the video game awards.
We covered with the video game
And the
awards.
sales, and more sales.
Sales, and all the other stuff. Like we are in a very good state of mind right now, and I'm happy to say that.
We are coming up on a year of doing this.
Yeah.
So next week's episode will be the day after Christmas. We may have to do a shorter one because since it is the holidays, I'm going to 3 different Christmas dinners.
You're gonna have the itis.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll probably do about an hour next one.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
So, nice guys. And stay grounded.
I don't like it.
Why do you gotta do that to me? Stay grounded.
I'm not ending it. Nope.
No, I'm gonna keep saying stay grounded until you just end it with that. Stay grounded.